opinion or no?
No, I don't go with second opinions.
Okie doke.
Right. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'm happy to go first if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still feel weird. Right.
Let's go with green.
Green. Oh yeah, because I ask it, don't I? I
Mhm.
forget this every time. Okay. Oh. Who do you need to apologise to and why?
I feel like most of the people I need to apologise to I've probably already done, and probably a bit too much. But I think like that's usually the criticism I get, is that I apologise all the time, even when I've not done anything wrong. Like, particularly with people whose opinion matters to me, I tend to be very, I get very nervous when I feel like maybe I've done something wrong, so I'll apologise just in case.
Oh, what if it's not? What if you haven't done anything though?
Well, then people get very annoyed with me. Some people in particular, but yeah. Yeah, I think Dan gets a bit fed up with it. Claire definitely gets very fed up with it. But yeah, is there anyone at the moment that I need to apologise to?
Do you know why you do it?
I do. It's because, well, it's kind of, well, weirdly, it's one of the things I've sort of been exploring in my counselling recently, to try and figure out why I do it. And like, ultimately, I think it's like a bit of fear of abandonment, and like just that I feel like if I fuck something up, people will just stop talking to me.
Yeah.
But at the slightest like hair trigger, because I've grown up with my dad being like on a hair trigger all the time, and it just kind of put me into a mindset, I suppose, where if I did the slightest thing wrong, it would explode. So I've kind of carried that forward.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm trying to think if is there anyone I currently really owe an apology to.
It's hard, isn't it, to
Yeah,
think of an
it
answer. Yeah. When I first started asking you, I was like, shit, what am I going to say? And I'm still thinking now, and I can't really think of anything. But I've got time now, so it's fine.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I owe a little bit of an apology to Dan just for driving him nuts the last few months, but I feel like
He doesn't need an apology.
Because the number of times that like he's put up with me talking shit over the last few months, so yeah. Maybe I owe him a bit of an apology, but it's Dan, so you won't be that bothered. Yeah. How about you?
It's hard, isn't it? Like,
It's difficult.
Like, in order to apologise, you have to have kind of done something wrong.
Yeah.
So, like, what have I... Like, if I ever do something that's considered wrong, because every time that it's considered wrong, it's never been intentional.
Yeah.
It's always an unintentional wrong to somebody. I always apologise for it, because I never intend to upset or hurt anybody ever. So if I ever do, then I won't know that I've done it, so I won't be able to apologise. But then if they came to me and said, oh, you've done this, blah, 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 then I would apologise, because, you know, you don't want to go about life like upsetting people and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I need to apologise to someone, but if you feel like I do,
Tell me.
you just need to tell me, because it was completely unintentional.
That's a hard one.
I mean, maybe I should apologise to my housemates, because I'm always complaining about there being like loads of noise and stuff, which is really shitty, but you know, I like peace and quiet.
At the same time, if there's noise.
So yeah, that was a bailout on it. I'm picking.
That's kind of crappy spread, but
Oh, I don't.
Going for a white one.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Okay. What do you worry about?
What do I worry about? I feel like on the surface of my consciousness, I don't worry about much because I'm so like flipping from one thing to another in terms of what I do. So like if I'm at work, I don't think about myself at all. Like it's a good escape from my own self. So I'd probably worry about like, oh, I've got to get this done, I've got to get that done.
It's like deadlines and things.
Yeah, probably, but I'm not worrying about it because I know I'll get it done.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, it's not that. But then at home, like, I don't worry about money because I'm comfortable, like that, you know, I'm good with my money, so that's not a worry at all. I don't worry about my weight, I don't worry about like food or anything like that, so that's not a worry. I don't worry about like the future because everything looks rosy, so it's fine. It's like it's getting better all the time. Maybe like my interactions with other people, maybe in terms of like, oh, did that come across how I didn't intend it to come across?
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that.
As somebody misinterpreted me, because I get that a lot. People misinterpret me so often. Until they get to know me, they just judge, and it's just like constantly having to kind of like think about that. But as I've got older, I kind of just think, fuck it, I don't care anymore. Like if you've misinterpreted it, that's your problem. That's not my problem. So there's no point worrying about it.
Yeah.
So generally, don't worry that much, because I don't really have anything to worry about.
Yeah. I wish I was like that.
Well, you see, I could be bullshit now. I could be like, this could be my defence mechanism.
It could be,
Do you know what I mean? Like, who even knows? But on the surface, everything's great. So, what do you worry about?
Too much, honestly. Like, it's one of the biggest things that I'm working on, if I'm honest, is trying to just sort of take things as they come and not worry about it. Because the amount of times, well, like I said before, when I've just apologised to people for something that I didn't need to worry about at all, that to them was a complete non-issue, but I've turned it into something in my head. That happens a lot. So I suppose it's mainly like you say, like social interactions and worrying if what I've said has come across the right way. I hate texting so much.
I hate texting, yeah.
Because
it's not the same as it is like being in person.
It's like you can say something but with different inflections and it means something completely different.
Yeah.
It's one of the horrible things about English, I think. And you don't get that in text messages. So I'm always over-explaining in text messages to make sure that my point comes across the way that I want it to.
Yeah, you know, that's funny that, like, I was talking about that the other day with one of my housemates. We were saying, like, whenever you kind of, like, don't want to, like, sorry, there's loads of flies. It, like, the proper, like, kamikaze towards you. It's like, you're going to get killed if you come near me. About saying, like, you know, when you don't want to go somewhere and you go, oh, I'm really sorry I can't come because of this and this and this, when in reality you should just be like, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Have fun. Like, it's like putting that kind of boundary in place of, I don't have to explain myself, like I just don't want to come.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I definitely do that a lot, like try and justify the reasons why I don't want to do something. Which,
but you don't have to do that. You don't need to do that for anybody.
I don't need to, but there's a big part of my brain that shouts at me if I don't.
So you have to turn that off.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I'll get there. I will, because I know it drives people nuts. Yeah, I think that's probably the big, like at the moment, probably this week I'm worrying about getting my results for my course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's tomorrow. I find out tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
And I've still not heard that back about the two pieces of coursework were pulled up for moderation. So I'm like, have I passed? What's going on? 'Cause I think I have, but yeah, until tomorrow I don't know for sure. So right now that's playing on my mind a lot. But yeah, other than that, I don't feel like I worry. Like I don't worry about. But once I've committed to something, once I'm going to do it, I don't worry about it. It's sort of the anticipation of things where I worry about them.
Mm.
So yeah, at the moment there's not that much that's worrying me.
What did we do with the other? Oh,
Behind us.
see, I always forget. Yeah, you're picking.
Yeah.
Do this every time.
Let's go for another colour.
There's not many colours left.
There's. Okay then, I'll go for a white one.
Oh no, don't let me influence your choice. This will be a horrible question now. Wait, I'm asking you, Anna.
Oh yeah.
Cheer. What did you learn from your previous relationship?
Oh, that's tough.
It's supposed to be tough.
Yeah.
Hard hitting. Do you want a tissue?
Oh, that's hard. I suppose it took a long time to learn it. But I suppose the biggest thing that I learned was to sort of look harder at what is within my control and what isn't.
Mm.
Obviously, I mean, I've told you the story.
Mm.
Yeah. And
So I was joking before.
yeah.
Trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah. So yeah, with Rach, after she passed away, I blamed myself a lot for it, partly because of just I was young and didn't know how to deal with it, and partly because her parents, particularly her dad, kind of blamed me a bit, like, because they wanted things from me that they thought would help, but which realistically wouldn't. And because I didn't do them, they blamed me for passing away, which wasn't fair at all. Finally, so was it last year? Yeah, last year. No, not last year. The year before, I finally got an apology from my dad, which was big. But yeah, for years that weighed on me. Like that feeling of if I'd done this, would she have made it? Was it is completely unrealistic because nothing that I could have done at the age of 18 would have made any kind of difference to her surviving leukemia, and it's yeah. But yeah, like I think yeah, that would be the biggest thing that I learned from it. That, and just to, when you find someone who means something to you, to appreciate the time you've got. You just don't know how much that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best answer I can give to that one. Without ending up in 2 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
But I've not had anyone cry during it yet. That'll be the first fire.
Yep. How about you?
The difference between infatuation and actually properly loving somebody, and how sometimes when you have feelings that they're not what you think they are. So like, I was convinced that I was in love with somebody, but I wasn't at all, and it was really kind of detrimental to me as a person, and took me a long time to kind of get back to feeling like myself again afterwards. I learned that being in a relationship with someone is not as important as myself, and protecting myself is more important than being with somebody who might affect how I am.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course it makes sense.
Because that was a bad relationship, and I never, ever want to be in another relationship like that again.
Yeah.
Which is probably why I've been single for so long.
Yeah. Do you feel like that makes you maybe a bit reluctant to let people in?
Yeah, definitely. It's like, God, I'm getting upset. I feel like I'm like getting your energy.
Yeah,
Felt really uncomfortable for a minute then. It was like a wave. See, I do this. I like laugh about stuff and then I feel better. Yeah, I think when someone hurts you a lot, your reaction to that is to put barriers up and to not let anybody else in.
Yeah, it makes it a lot harder to make yourself vulnerable to a person again, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I still struggle with that a lot. And like proper keep people at arm's length, and if I feel like I'm getting like closer to somebody, I withdraw and push them away again. And then what happens is the other person then goes away, and then no one ever gets close. So
yeah, I did the same thing for years after Rachel, for different reasons, but the same ultimate goal, like just not wanting to be hurt again. It took a long time. What was it? 8 years before I let everyone else back in, and it's rough when something like in that kind of relationship hurts you.
Next question.
Yeah. Your pick. See if I
See,
can
I'm
get
doing
a
it
slightly
again.
better. No, I can't.
It's because they're all different like sizes and stuff.
There we go. That's a bit of a spread.
I feel like I need to close my eyes. I'm biased because I know which ones are closed and which ones are downs, and I'm avoiding them.
Okay.
Because I feel like I know what they are, whereas I don't know what the other ones are. That's fine. Good time.
Oh.
That sounds like I won't like this one.
I think this one's. It's not like a deep one. It could be interesting. What's the most expensive thing you have ever bought, except for cars and houses?
Oh, I know because I've just bought it.
That's easy then.
Like for me, like I am proper like the kind of person who doesn't spend a lot of money on stuff. Like I always try and find the cheapest option that's still the same quality. Like I'm not like a brand person. Like I don't know what all the different brands are. Like to me a jacket is a jacket, it doesn't matter whether there's a label on it or whatever. Yeah. So I don't like spend a lot of money on stuff. When I don't, like if I buy clothes it's because I need to wear them, not because like I want to go shopping or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the thing that is the most expensive thing that I've bought would probably be a laptop, but again it's functional, I need it. Like it's not because like it's got a label on it or whatever. I got it because it's got a good processor, it's got good RAM and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? It's got good resolution on the screen.